Marriage is a partnership, and every partnership requires team effort for the dream to work. Alone, an individual can achieve so little, but together, a couple can achieve so much. Hello, wonderful people. It's me, REFLO'S MS CANDID, and I am here to help you find your true self. I'm here to express my views and opinions on issues that matter to us. So join me this and every Monday on REFLO'S TV for very interesting and insightful topics. This video is brought to you by REFLO'S sanitary pads. Your well-being is our #1 priority because you deserve the best. So ladies, go grab your REFLO'S sanitary pad today. And I use it. I love it so much. It is super soft, super comfortable, super thin. You barely feel it's there, but it feels so dry all day and it absorbs so much. It's such a wonderful thing to use at that time of the month. We've also come out with our heavy flow pads, and it's just wonderful. On today, other pads now, why there diapers or wasin, why pumping or wasi. It's heavy flow, so it absorbs a lot of fluid, and yet it feels so thin and you can barely feel it's there. So go try our heavy flow pads today. All right, people, so today we're going to discuss gender roles in marriage. Today we're going to talk about gender roles in marriage. So what are gender roles? They are the responsibilities and duties that are expected of man and woman in a marriage or in the home setting. All right, although the dynamics of marriage have changed so much over the course of the years, there are still some traditional roles that men are expected to play, and there's some traditional roles that women are also expected to play in the home. All right, for example, traditionally, men are expected to provide. Men are the providers or breadwinners or the financial supporters in the home. And also traditionally, women stay at home to raise the kids. Or make sure them from will go school. So traditionally, that is what is expected of women. And also traditionally, men are the protectors. Now or risk in the life man so a man is expected to protect the wife and children in the home. Also traditionally, men are the disciplinarians. So for example, abofraba ye bibi bona niren ana besian ana mamen bekache beyin na beyin will decide what kind of punishment is reasonable to give to the child. The besian will always refer to the husband or to the head for action. Also traditionally, women are responsible for caring for the children. For example, say abofrane yara, if the kid is sick, it's the woman who is expected to stay home. Or ye juman po do tinefie no sha abofrane or yara nti besiana or be sacrificed in that area when a child is sick or a child needs, something urgently done for them. All right, but these days, modern times, are changing the ways of tradition, and modern ideologies are raising more conflicts in the marriage. Unfortunately, men and women feel that they can't be held liable for some of these duties, and it's causing so much confusion and disorientation in the marriage. These days, married couples are comparing their marriages. Okay, for example, when I got married, for example, my ex-husband would compare me to other women. But then I didn't feel it was right for him to do that because our marriage was different from the traditional marriage. I was the breadwinner, I was a provider. I meet your security, I meet your driver, I meet your help, I meet your cook. I mean, amitua bills, electricity bill, water bill, biara. Into some year, them you mean, nah, not still I expect today. I will come back home from work and cook for you and serve you. It's unfair and it's unreasonable. Then I won't feel like I'm in a home. I'll feel like a slave because I'm doing every single thing in the home or in the marriage. Okay, so we should not compare. And also, we should not neglect our duties in the marriage because we feel that, oh, these days women work, so women should provide in the home. If you want a woman to respect you, if you want a woman to look up to you, if you want a woman to regard you, if you want a woman to be in awe of you, you've got to play that role as a man. You've got to provide. And these days, I find that a lot of young men want to go for women who are independent so they don't have to sweat. But then if you neglect these duties, the woman can end up disrespecting you. And it happened to me in my marriage because my ex-husband felt so disrespected. But how can I be in awe of a man that I'm providing everything for? Nika breakdown per mechanic, I'm in a mitua. Obe to kwana ticket, I'm in a metal. So I cannot be in awe of you. So it's not disrespect. It's because I'm really not benefiting what I should benefit from a man, from my head. So I am not able to bring my femininity to the table. So these are issues that need to be addressed in a marriage. So we should not neglect certain roles in the marriage. Also, modern ideologies, is making couples physically and emotionally unavailable to each other. So it's like, okay, we're married, so what? Society expects us to marry, and that's the thing to do. And so everybody builds up a wall because the man feels the woman is, financially independent, so she's too known. The woman also feels the man is not being supportive. He's being a bully. But at the end of the day, marriage is supposed to be a safe haven for both man and woman. The man goes to work or the woman goes to work, and there's so much stress at work, so much, responsibility, so much to do. At the end of the day, when you come home, you want a place where you feel safe. You want a place where you feel loved. You want a place where you feel comfortable. You want a place where you can let down that burden and feel good about yourself. If you cannot do that in your home, where else can you do that? Not in a cheap hotel or somewhere, even not with a side chick. You need that safe haven to come home to. So whether we like it or not, if you decide to marry, then you need to compromise. Couples need to work together as a team. Sometimes it's difficult in a modern marriage because Benny feel dead, Besiano can do everything, so let her do it. Then he walks away and has his own life with his friends, his group of friends. He's always out drinking, and the woman is working, taking care of the kids, doing everything in the home. It is not fair. And if you decide to shut off or build a wall because something has happened between you and the woman, you walking off, being with your boys, it's not going to mend the marriage. You need to address it, seek therapy, seek counseling, or you need to go back to the drawing table and find out where did we go wrong, if indeed you want the marriage to work. So, as a couple, I believe that we should we must try and respect one another, respect one another's roles. Women are not things to bash down on or take your anger on. The fact that you're a financial provider does not mean that you have the right to talk down on your woman or to beat down on your woman. Women or ladies, being a submissive wife or woman is not an inferior role. It does not mean that you're a servant. At the end of the day, we can't have two captains in the ship, okay? There has to be a pilot and a co-pilot. You can't have two heads. So one has to compromise and be the supporting role. So the fact that you're supporting does not mean it's inferior. But these roles are God-given, it's natural. It's God-given roles that Paul addresses in Ephesians chapter 5 to bring unity in the marriage, to bring security and contentment in the marriage. So if we're able to adhere to these God-given rules, we're bound to make sure that our marriage will improve, our marriages will mend, our marriages will go the long haul. All right, so that's all I have for you for today. I hope you learned something from it, and drop your comments below. Let me know what are some of the gender roles that you believe that should remain in our marriages, and let me know what other responsibilities or duties you feel that each gender should play in the marriage. All right, I'll be happy to respond to your comments. and also if you drop your comments, don't forget to like this video and also share to your family, friends, and work colleagues. This video is brought to you by REFLO'S sanitary pads. Your well-being is our #1 priority because you deserve the best and nothing less. If you want to purchase our REFLO'S sanitary pad in bulk, call 055-111-1169. We are located at Medina Market towards the Maya Hot Junction. The number again is 055-111-1169. Before I go, I'd like to remind you that you're 1 in a billion and there's nobody in this world who is exactly like you. The power to empower other women is in all of us, whether it's your sister, your mother, or your friend. We all have the ability to empower others.